Yeah. The White Panthers were not any type of white nationalist or racial group, au contraire. In fact, the White Panthers could have been considered part of the Black Panthers. Whites were simply not allowed to join the Black Panthers, who formed in 1966. In 1968, a Black Panther Party founder was interviewed and asked what whites could do to support the Black Panthers. Since he replied that they could form a White Panther Party, they promptly did just that. The White Panthers, like the Black Panthers, were a political party that commonly resorted to violence, including terrorism. Even the White Panthers logo was a duplicate of the Black Panther logo, except their panther was white. Wikipedia listed a White Panthers 10-point program, but mistakenly said it was from 1968, when it was actually a toned-down revision from a year later. Here's the White Panther Party's original 10-point program. 1. Full endorsement and support of the Black Panther Party's 10-point program. 2. Total assault on the culture by any means necessary, including rock and roll, dope, and effing in the streets. 3. Free exchange of energy and materials. We demand the end of money. 4. Free food, clothes, housing, dope, music, bodies, medical care, everything. Free for everybody. 5. Free access to information media. Free the technology from the greed creeps. 6. Free time and space for all humans. Dissolve all unnatural boundaries. 7. Free all schools and structures from corporate rule. Turn the buildings over to the people at once. 8. Free all prisoners everywhere. They are our brothers. 9. Free all soldiers at once. No more conscripted armies. 10. Free the people from their so-called leaders. Leaders suck. All power to all people. Freedom means free everyone. Now my main point is that I see the White Panthers and Black Panthers of 2 generations ago as paralleling today's Antifa and Black Lives Matter groups. I also see the Panthers as a version of Antifa and BLM with their masks removed. So it should help you understand the nature of today's groups. On to the White Panther Party's 10-point program, revised and expanded July 1970. 1. We want freedom. We want the power for all people to determine their own destinies. 2. We want justice. We want an immediate and total end to all political, cultural, and sexist repression of all oppressed peoples all over the world, particularly repression of black people, women, young people, and all national minorities within the confines of the U.S. We want complete transformation of the United States legal system so that laws, courts, police, and military will function only in the best interests of all people. We want the end of all police and military violence against the people of Earth right now. 3. We want a free world economy based on free exchange of energy and materials and the end of money. 4. We want a clean planet and healthy people. We want to eliminate all industrial and military pollution of the land, water, air, and the universe itself, and of the people of Earth whose minds and bodies are polluted by the products and propaganda of the consumer war society. We want to restore the ecological balance of the planet and secure the future of humanity and its environs. 5. We want a free educational system that will teach each man, woman, and child on earth exactly what each needs to survive and grow into his or her full human potential. 6. We want to free all structures from corporate rule and turn all buildings and land over to the people. 7. We want free access to all information, media, and all technology for all people. 8. We want the freedom of all people held against their will in conscripted armies of the oppressor throughout the world. 9. We want the freedom of all political prisoners held in federal, state, county, and city jails and prisons. We want them returned to their communities at once. 10. We want a free planet. We want free land, free food, free shelter, free clothing, free music and culture, free media, free technology, free education, free healthcare, free bodies, free people, free time and space, everything free for everybody. So instead of learning from history and the failed and disbanded White Panthers and Black Panthers, not only have some leftists started new White and Black Panther groups, they have also formed Antifa, Black Lives Matter, and similar groups which mirror those failed groups. Those who cannot learn from history are doomed to be a subsequent chapter of failed history. Specifically, the blatant anarchistic communism of the White Panthers that today's groups push, but mask as something else. And if the idea of free college for everyone and free health care for everyone, including illegals, are good ideas, why not advocate everything free like the Panthers did? If free works for some points, why not for all points? And if it fails for all points, would it not fail for each and every point separately? What the White Panthers and today's groups got right is opposing the abuses of capitalism, greed, and failure to care for the environment. They correctly opposed draconian marijuana laws such as giving a man a 10-year prison sentence just for selling 2 joints. They were right to advocate that everyone be taught the ways of practical living, though they themselves were impractical. Today's leftists and right-wingers both failed to do that on occasion. Today's right-wingers also failed to learn from history, as abuses of capitalism and environmental destruction have gotten worse. So it's imperative that both leftists/liberals and right-wingers / more conservative people dispose of their bad elements and embrace the good in what the other side advocates. To have a godly society, we cannot accept a mixture of good and bad, as a mixture of healthy food and poison is still highly poisonous. Here's a quote from John Sinclair, a founder of the White Panthers. "Rock and roll music is the spearhead of our attack because it's so effective and fun. We have developed high-energy guerrilla bands who are infiltrating popular culture and destroying millions of minds in the process. So we must watch out for that. So we must beware of the music and entertainment industry and control it." However, I like the music of the band MC5 that he managed. It is wholesome compared to some stuff we have today. Another notable quote from Sinclair is, we don't need to get rid of all the honkies, just rob them of their replacements and let the breed atrophy and die out. Now, what about other colored designations of Panthers? The Brown Panthers are a political organization like the Black Panthers, but for Hispanics. The Gray Panthers are a group formed in 1970 to confront unfair discrimination against the elderly, among with other social justice issues. The Pink Panthers are a name given by Interpol to a European diamond thieving gang. The Red Panthers are a women's hockey team in Belgium. The Blue Panthers are an Australian jazz band consisting of 4 elderly men. The Orange Panthers are a high school football team in Orange, California. The Green Panthers are a marijuana rights advocacy group founded in Washington, D.C. in 1990. The Purple Panthers are a reggae rock band from New Zealand, also various high school sports teams. Yellow Panthers is just a slang term for certain types of agents. There are no tan panther groups as far as I know. Regardless, the most important panthers are the real live animals, Panthera pardus, as they are an endangered species facing extinction. They can be spotted with rosettes on an orange background, tan, black, or white if albino. So let's care about all God's creatures, not just human affairs.